Dear students, I am Dr. Kaleem Ahmed, Assistant Professor, Department of Wildlife Sciences, Aligarh Muslim University, Aligarh. In the last lecture, we discussed the concept of an ecosystem, its definition, and its characteristics. Now, in today's lecture, we will discuss the component of ecosystem. Ecosystems are complex, dynamic systems encompassing living organisms and their physical environments, interacting in intricate ways as discussed in the last lectures. The component of ecosystem can be broadly categorized into abiotic and biotic factors. Abiotic components are the living factors in an ecosystem that play a crucial role in shaping the environment and influencing the distribution of living organisms. In abiotic components, there are producers, consumers, and decomposers. There are two significant abiotic components, that's climatic factors and edaphic factors, that we will discuss in today's lecture. Let's start from water. Water, a paramount climatic factor, is essential for the existence and functioning of an ecosystem, profoundly influencing the distribution and behavior of living organisms. It plays a critical role in various ecological processes, shaping the structure and dynamic of both terrestrial and aquatic environments. In aquatic ecosystem, water availability and quality determines the type of organisms that can thrive. Oceans, rivers, lakes, and wetlands support the diverse life forms, each adapted to specific water conditions. Aquatic organisms often display specialized adaptation to variation in temperatures, salinity, and nutrient levels. On land, water availability influences the distribution of plant and animal species. Deserts characterized by low water availability host organisms adapted to arid conditions, while rainforests thrive in regions with constant and abundant rainfall. Plant growth, photosynthesis, and nutrient cycles are intricately linked to water availability in terrestrial ecosystem. In terrestrial ecosystem, the distribution of plants and animals is influenced by rainfall patterns and the presence of the water bodies. Water availability is crucial for the survival and reproduction of the organisms, affecting plant growth, animal hydration, and overall productivity of an ecosystem. Climate change driven by human activities is altering precipitations, shift in water availability. Droughts, floods, and change in slow melt timing are observed consequences impacting ecosystem and human communities. Sustainable water management practices and conservation efforts are crucial for mitigating the impacts of changing climate on water resources and maintaining the health of ecosystem worldwide. Another is light. Light, pivotal climatic factors, is crucial determinant of ecological process and functioning of ecosystem. Sunlight encompasses of various wavelength is the primary source of energy for life on earth. The intensity, duration, and spectral composition of the light influences photosynthesis in plants, a fundamental process that converts solar energy into chemical energy, providing the foundation for most food webs. Light availability plays a significant role in shaping the distribution of ecosystem and the composition of the species within them. The photoperiod, or duration of daily light exposures, regulates biological rhythms, influencing the timing of the crucial events such as flowering, reproduction, and migration. Different regions experience variation in light patterns, creating distinct biomes and ecological zones. Tropical regions, characterized by constant and intense sunlight, support high biodiversity due to abundant energy for metabolic process. Conversely, polar regions with extended periods of darkness display adaptation to low light levels. Understanding the role of light as a climatic factor is essential for comprehending ecological dynamics, predicting responses to environmental change, and developing conservation strategy in the face of rapidly ecological global climate change. Another is temperature. Temperature is a fundamental climatic factor that exerts a deep influence on the Earth ecosystem, shaping the distribution, behavior, and adaptation of living organisms. It reflects average kinetic energy of molecules in the atmosphere and determines the thermal condition of a particular region. Different species display specific temperature ranges within which they can thrive, leading to the formation of distinct biogeographic zones. Temperature influences the metabolic rates of the organisms, affecting their growth, reproduction, and overall physiological functions. The timing of the biological events such as flowering, migration, and hibernation is intricately tied to temperature variations. Climate zones from polars to tropics are characterized by distinct temperature gradients that contribute to the diversity of the ecosystem. Global climate change, driven by human activities like the burning of the fossil fuels, has led to rising temperatures impacting weather patterns and the ecosystems worldwide. Temperature variations also play a crucial role in oceans, currents, and marine ecosystems, influencing the distribution of the marine species. The melting of the polar ice caps, a consequence of the warming temperatures, poses a significant challenge, including rising sea levels and habitat loss for polar organisms. Wind and other vital climatic factors play a pivotal role in shaping landscape and influencing ecological process. The movement of air masses creates wind, and its patterns have far-reaching effects on both terrestrial and aquatic ecosystems. Wind aids on the dispersal of the seeds, pollens, and spores, influencing the distribution of the plant species. Coastal ecosystems, particularly impacted as a wind pattern, contribute to the ocean currents and nutrient cycling. Wind erosion is a significant force shaping the structure and composition of the soils, which in turn affects vegetation patterns. The behavior of the flying organisms, such as birds and insects, is strongly influenced by the wind. Migration patterns and distribution of these organisms are intricately tied to wind conditions. Additionally, wind is a critical factor in the water cycle, influencing evaporation rates and precipitation patterns. Change in wind can have cascading effects on ecosystems, impacting everything from plant and animal distribution to weather patterns. Recognizing the role of the wind as a climatic factor is essential for understanding ecological dynamics and addressing potential impacts on biodiversity and ecosystem health. Another, humidity. Humidity, a significant climate factor, refers to the amount of the water vapor in the air. It plays a crucial role in shaping various environmental conditions impacting ecosystem, weather patterns, and well-being of the organisms. The level of the humidity influences the rate of the evaporation and transpirations in plants, affecting their water balance and overall health. High humidity can create favorable conditions for certain disease and molds, influencing the composition of the plants and microbial communities in ecosystem. In the atmosphere, humidity is closely tied to precipitation patterns. Saturated air with humidity is more likely to release moistures through precipitations. Change in humidity contribute to weather phenomena such as rain, snow, and storms, influencing the water availability in ecosystems. Animals, especially those without sweat glands, like reptiles, are highly sensitive to the humidity. Their physiological process, including respiration and thermoregulations, are influenced by the moisture content in the air. Mammals, including humans, may find high humidity uncomfortable due to reduced efficiency of evaporative cooling. Monitoring change in the humidity is crucial for adapting to the changing climate and ensuring resilience of both natural and human systems. Another is precipitations, a pivotal climatic factors encompassing various forms of the water, including rain, snow, sleet, and hail that fall from the atmosphere to the Earth's surface. It plays a fundamental role in shaping ecosystem, influencing the distribution of the flora and fauna and sustaining life process. The amount, frequency, and type of the precipitations significantly impacts the hydrological cycles. Regions with constant and abundant precipitations support diverse ecosystem with lush green and variety of the animal species. Conversely, arid and semi-arid regions characterized by low precipitations display unique adaptations in plants and animal life to conserve water. Precipitation patterns influence soil moisture content, affecting agricultural practices and crop yield. Flooding, a consequence of the excessive precipitations, can have a devastating effect on ecosystems and human communities, leading to soil erosions and disruptions of the aquatic habitats. Climate change is altering precipitation patterns globally, resulting in more frequent and intense extreme weather events. Increased temperatures can lead to change in precipitations distributions, affecting the timing and duration of the rainy seasons. These shifts poses challenge for ecosystems and agricultures, encompassing the need for adaptive strategies and sustainable water management. How they are actually interconnected. These climatic factors are interconnected, creating intricate web of influence on ecosystem. For example, water availability affects both plant growth and distribution of the aquatic organisms. Temperature influence the rate of the evaporations, impacting humidity levels and precipitation patterns. Wind patterns are influenced by the temperature differentials, shaping weather systems and affecting the movement of the organisms. Understanding the complex interactions between these climatic factors is crucial for predicting ecosystem responses to environmental changes, including those associated with climate change. As these factors continue to shape and reshape the natural world, their influence on ecosystems remains a dynamic and ongoing process. Others are abiotic factors or edaphic factors. Edaphic factors encompassing physical and chemical characteristics of the soil play a pivotal role in shaping ecosystem and distribution of the plant and animal species. Understanding these factors is essential for knowing the complexities of terrestrial environment. Here we discuss a key edaphic factors including soil compositions, soil pH, minerals, and topography, and their interconnected roles in ecosystem dynamics. Let's start from the first one, the soil composition. Soil composition refers to the arrangement and relative proportions of the minerals, particles, organic matters, water, and air within the soil profile. It is a critical aspect influencing the fertility, structure, and overall health of the soil. The minerals particles classified into sand, silt, and clay determines soil texture. Sandy soils have larger particles, providing good drainage but lower nutrient retentions, while clay soils have smaller particles, offering high fertility but slower drainage. Silt occupies the intermediate range. The presence of the organic matters derived from the decomposed plants and animal materials enhancing soil structure, water retentions, and nutrient availability. The intricate interactions of these components influences the soil capacity to support plant growth and sustain diverse microbial communities. Understanding these compositions is essential for agriculture practices as different crops thrive in specific soil types. Additionally, managing soil compositions is crucial for sustainable land use, erosion preventions, and overall ecosystem health. Soil pH. Soil pH is a measure of the acidity or alkalinity of soils, indicating the concentrations of the hydrogen ions. It profoundly influences nutrient availability, microbial activity, and overall soil health. The pH scales range from 0 to 14, with 7 being neutral. Soil with pH values below 7 are acidic, while those are above are alkaline. Different plants have specific pH requirements for optimal growth, and variation in soil pH can affect nutrient uptake. Acidic soils may limit the availability of the essential nutrients like calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus, while alkaline soils can lead to micronutrient deficiencies. Soil pH also influences the activity of the soil microorganisms, affecting processes such as decomposition and nitrogen fixations. Human activities, including agriculture and industrial process, can alter soil pH. Lime is commonly added to raise pH in acidic soils, while sulfur or acetic fertilizers can lower pH in alkaline soils. Managing soil pH is crucial for sustainable agriculture as it directly impacts crop productivity and ecosystem functioning. Minerals in the soil are vital for plant nutrition and growth. These inorganic elements originate from the weathering of parent rocks and contribute to the overall mineral composition of the soil. Key minerals include macronutrients like potassium, phosphorus, and nitrogens, as well as micronutrients such as iron, zinc, and copper. The availability of the minerals in the soil directly affects plant growth and development. Soil fertility is determined by the balance and abundance of these essential minerals. For instance, phosphorus is crucial for energy transfer in plants, while potassiums play a role in water regulation and nutrient transport. Plants absorb these minerals from the soil through their roots. The availability of the minerals is influenced by soil pH, organic matters, and microbial activity. Deficiencies or excess of certain minerals can impact plant health and ecosystem dynamic. Understanding the mineral composition of the soil is important for sustainable land management practices, ensuring optimal condition for plant nutrition and maintaining overall soil health. Another is topography. Topography as an Abiotic factors encompassing the physical features and relief of the land surface in a given area and playing a significant role in shaping soil characteristics and influencing ecological patterns. Slope, aspects, elevations are key components of topography that impact soil formation and soil composition. Slope influences water drainage and erosion, affecting the soil depth and nutrient distributions. Steeper slopes often lead to faster water runoff and increased erosion, while flatter areas may experience waterlogging. Aspects, the compass directions a slope faces influence sunlight exposures and temperature variations. impacting vegetation distribution and microbial activity. Elevation contributes to temperature gradients, with lower temperatures at higher elevation influencing soil development and vegetation types. Alpine and mountainous regions display distinct sign profiles and plant communities compared to lowland areas. Understanding the topography is crucial for land management, agriculture, and conservation practices. Overall, topography plays a fundamental role in shaping the edaphic conditions and ecological dynamics of a landscape. These edaphic factors are interconnected and collectively influence the structure and function of the ecosystem. For example, soil composition affects water retentions and nutrient availability, which in turn influence plant growth. Soil pH influence the solubility of the minerals and activity of the soil microorganisms. Topography influences water drainage, affecting soil erosions and the formation of the distinct soil layers. Understanding the interplay of these edaphic factors is crucial for land management, agriculture, and conservation. Soil management practices such as fertilization and pH adjustments aim to optimize conditions for specific plant species. Moreover, the intricate relationships between soil characteristics and vegetations highlight dynamics and complex nature of terrestrial ecosystem. With this, we end today's lecture, and in the next lecture, we will discuss the biotic components of the ecosystem. Thank you.